this game.
This is
Now
called...
it's a ghost town.
This is called Why the Day Before Such a Scam by the Act Man.
What's up, everybody? This is the Act Man here, and over the years, we've seen games launch in pretty bad shape.
Yeah, games are pretty terrible nowadays.
We've
Oh
watched
yeah,
studios
Cyberpunk
wither
was
and
horrible.
die, and on rare occasions, we've discovered
Yep.
that a new game
Saints Row
was
doesn't
actually
exist
a
anymore.
scam. But never have we witnessed all three of these things happen at the same time. Oh boy, this is content. For a long time, I thought this was the biggest train wreck I had ever seen. You call that a train wreck? This is a train wreck.
Didn't 2 million people or something buy this? What the frick? Oh my goodness!
What is this? Oh, what in the world? What is that? What is that? Yo, what the hell is that?
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen,
Bucko,
please strap yourselves in, because this ride is not for the faint of heart.
Wait, what?
The day before just might be the most disastrous, high-profile video game release of all time. Bro, you thought Forspoken was cringe?
I just move shit with my mind.
That is Shakespearean poetry.
I live streamed Forspoken. It's like a 6 or 5 out of 10 game. It was cringe, but I had fun. And isn't that all that really matters?
You think Redfall was ass? Nah, S tier now. Gollum game? Officially goated. Rise of Kong? A masterpiece. As bad as all these games were, they were mere mini bosses compared to the
all those
massive
games were
heaping pile
so
of
unbelievably
shit
awful. Made
that
me
is the
hurt
day before.
my body.
It's an unfortunately named video game by the ironically named Fantastic Studios, who did a fantastic job of fucking up
fantastic?
for our entertainment. For those of you out of the loop, the day before was promoted as an open-world MMO zombies game, which is an interesting premise. And although parts of the trailers seem to have promise, the marketing was fishier than your mom's vagina. Turns out they didn't make the game they advertised. Psych, it's a shitty extraction shooter instead. What? Essentially, Fantastic Studios did a not-so-fantastic job of trying to scam potentially millions of dollars from the gaming community.
Of course.
Luckily, the day before has been removed from the Steam store and is no longer available for purchase. And anyone who bought it should be able to get a full refund no matter how much time they played, which I can't imagine would be more than like 15 seconds. I say they attempted to scam people because Valve holds on to the revenue for the first month and they pay out on the 30th of the next month. And it seems good old trusty Gaben sniffed this rug pull out pretty quickly. Now, if only he could release Team Fortress 3. But how did this happen?
We don't need
the most
we may need Team Fortress 3. Let's be honest
turn
here.
out to be the most blatant fucking scam ever? Well, what I have found will shock you. Now, I don't know how organized I'm going to make this video.
How big was the
It might just
scam?
be a stream of random hilarious facts and tidbits about the game and its development. I honestly don't know where to start. Here's a fun fact. According to Ryan McCaffrey, this is the first time in over a decade
You need
that
TF3?
IGN has reviewed a game and given it the score 1 out of 10.
IGN gave it a 1 out of 10. IGN don't go below a 5. It has to be bad to get a 1. Oh my boy. That is unbelievable. I've never seen IGN give a 1. I've never seen it.
I love that in the IGN review, editor's note, faster than we could publish our early access review, the developer announced it was shutting down and the day before was removed from sale. Faster than we could publish our early access review. Holy shit.
They shut down
seen
before it was
a
out.
run its downfall like this. You know when a highly anticipated game launches in a clearly unfinished state?
No.
Or a new release is filled
Totally
with
doesn't
predatory
happen. Oh, look at all. Don't you want those? Don't you want?
Bit. Well, this is different.
This is a whole new level of modern
isn't
gaming.
A symptom of shitty trends in modern gaming. This is modern scamming. When games release
Yeah, tell me about the
unfinished and
scam.
broken, it sucks ass. Yeah. But what normally happens after that? Well, we hear the same kind of thing from developers. We're working on it. Believe in us. We're listening to
We're
your feedback.
sorry.
We're gonna fix
Oh
this.
boy, we're
Thank you for your
sorry. Can you
patience."
believe it?
And then what do? We all add another apology post to the collage.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen this with multiple Battlefield games, Cyberpunk, No Man's Sky, Halo Infinite, Halo MCC. I'd say in 99% of bad
The
video game
apology
launches,
post.
the developers try to fix it. There is an attempt. What they never
I don't know.
do
Debatable.
is fucking give up after 4 days. 4 days after launch, they shut the studio down. Why even release the day before? What was the point of any of this? If your goal is to scam people, why not take a tip from Todd Howard? Tell them sweet little lies. Let them believe you're gonna fix this until the 30th of next month, get the payout, and then just dip out. This game is so bad. It doesn't even function as a proper scam. You couldn't even scam people right, dude. What are you doing with your life?
You can
The writing
scam
was on the
people
wall,
right.
though. If you go back to some of these old
That's
trailers, even back then, 2 years ago, people were
I would
calling
play
this
this.
game
I
out.
would play this on
game has
stream.
a 0% chance of being anything like this. I just want you guys to watch parts of this trailer and see how like unnatural and weird it is.
Okay.
This is the announcement trailer.
I've never
posted
seen the
January
day before
29th,
announcement trailer.
2021.
Running out of fuel.
Great, man. Awesome.
We'll look around here, I guess.
Already you can tell that this is not how people talk in actual comms.
What?
I hate it when presentations do this. They make
What's your
it feel
opinion on
so
focus on
artificial
going
and fake.
Shall we split up?
UDNA?
Yep.
I'll find out what's in the skyscraper.
Okay, and I'll look around here.
This is how people talk. This is how people talk in multiplayer co-op games.
All right, all right, all right. I have found a great cowboy hat. Tell her everything's all right. And there aren't any more
Are you-
guns in the valley.
Are you talking
Easy,
about
cowboy.
Oh, dude,
the GPU?
as well as cooperate
I assume?
with other players.
Oh, the
After
voiceover,
looking that
I'm
up?
pretty sure, by the way, that they used AI to generate the voices in all of the trailers and in all of the game. There's like this unnatural monotone
Yes.
delivery on everything that betrays the tone. And I'll show
So
you. I'll show you
let's
some examples.
let's
of
put
that.
it in some perspectives while we're here.
The things are about to
CUDA
get
is really good
heated.
for AI.
Check this
RDNA
out. That's actually what he
is
says. He doesn't say but things. Look,
Uh,
I checked this with the subtitles.
The things
is
are
what I have
about
what
to get
RDNA
heated.
3,
The
but it's
things
going to
are
upgrade
about to get
RDNA 4
heated.
with the next
Jesus
update.
Christ. You want to see something funny? Check this out.
Like honestly, I'm gonna say
Get
I don't
ready
have
for
much
the
of an
best
opinion
survival
on it.
experience of the year.
It's
Studio
probably
shuts down 4
just
days
gonna
later.
be more
The Day
efficient
Before offers a uniquely reimagined
and
journey into post-apocalyptic
probably
MMO.
just
Did you hear that?
advertising
Li-
words.
Listen to how she
Let's
says
be
the
honest
word
here.
journey. She like slurs
Because what's the
word.
difference
And
between,
this is the kind of
like,
stuff.
let-
These are,
let's
like,
say-
artifacts in the audio that leave.
but let me pause this. It's all advertising fluff. What is the real difference between FSR and DLSS if we're looking at rendering? Nothing. They're both upscaling. They just have different names. So I'm sure UDNA is probably just going to be CUDA's for NVIDIA or RDNA but more efficient, and it's just a different name and does this exact same thing. It's probably nothing other than efficiency.
Me to believe this is
Now that's
AI
just a guess
generated.
without me
A
looking
uniquely
more into
reimagined
it.
journey.
Reimagined journey. If you're a professional voice actor, like doing voiceover for a production that is supposed to be decently big, you don't fuck up on something like that. You don't fuck up like that.
The Day Before offers a uniquely reimagined journey into post-apocalyptic MMO open world survival.
I also like how this is like a post-apocalyptic setting, and you have this like upbeat techno music going on with this lighthearted female voice. Again, it's like the tone does not match up with the setting.
It definitely sounds fake.
It's just everything about this is unsettling to me.
Select a personality, choose a gender, and customize.
Did you hear that?
Uh-oh, you can choose
a
it.
gender. I know I'm getting hung up on this.
You can
AI
choose a
voice
gender.
stuff, but it's so unnatural.
What
I'm pretty sure they cut
a
corners
evolution
and
of video
just
game choosing a
used
gender.
AI for all the characters because everyone sounds flat and monotone. The point is that these trailers did not depict something that felt real or like an actual video game. With hindsight, knowing that this was a scam, it's funny to look back at this. I also want to talk about the developers' responses,
Definitely choose a gender
because
for
those
sure.
are fucking hilarious. But I thought it'd be funny to point out the obvious similarities between the branding of The Day Before and The Last of Us. I mean, it's just a straight up. Wait a minute. The Day Before The Last of Us. That's what they're gonna call the next scam. The Day Before The Last of Us. Oh my god. Oh my god, I've cracked the code!
The Last of Us was already a scam. Last of Us 1 was good, but 2, scam. That game was a piece of dog doo-doo.
Also, apparently that... Yo, someone get H Bomber guy. Plagiarism right here.
Look at this.
Yes, they copied the cinematography of the Black Ops Cold War trailer. This is just the tip of the iceberg of things that were stolen, copied, or plagiarized to make this
Look at that booty move.
game. Also, side note, this is what their Discord server is like right now.
What is the distance? Now that's the internet, okay? You piss people off, you piss gamers off. Gamers are the internet, okay? And when you piss them off enough, they'll meme you until you die. They'll meme you to death. It's over.
I think that's enough of that. So knowing what we know, let's go look at the developer responses and work our way down, because that's where things get very strange. Which, by the way, the studio behind this game deleted all the videos on their channel. That's bizarre. That's interesting. Also, the CEO
Wonder
of
why.
the company purged all of his social media accounts. That's a good sign. It's also a good sign when they're rebranding their older games to a different studio name. Not suspicious at all. Not suspicious
no,
at all.
not
But
suspicious.
The real gold,
No.
the real gold is on the Fantastic Twitter. So this is their official statement. 27 million views.
Oh, here we go.
The day we announced the closure of Fantastic Studio. Unfortunately, the day before has failed financially.
I killed 6 of them.
And we
There's
lack
one
the
left,
funds
but
to
it's under
continue. What do
the
you mean
it's under
it
the case.
failed?
I can't get it.
It's been 4 days.
This one was
you haven't
smart.
even gotten paid yet. Imagine a YouTuber opens up like a merch shop, and then 4 days later he's like, "Nah, we gotta shut this down. We didn't sell enough T-shirts, guys. 4 days, yeah, that's enough time. Just shut her down." All income received is being used to pay off debts to our partners. It's weird.
Your
how they
journey
mentioned
begins.
Money 3 times.
You gotta catch
in,
it.
Like
You gotta
2
catch. You have to
sentences. Who are your
catch.
partners, bro? We invested all our efforts, resources, and man hours into the development of The Day Before.
No one
which
caught
was our
it.
first huge game. You didn't have shit for resources, bro.
Oh no, you got a
Also,
Groki
fun fact,
as
they
your
say
starter.
man hours
Don't
and
cut the swallow,
resources.
though. You missed
They were
it.
using a volunteer developer force. Have you ever
Wait,
heard
what?
of such a thing? What is this, the coal mines?
Wait.
Volunteer
Wait. They use developers without paying them? Who's the real moron here? The person doing the coding for free? Like, I don't feel bad. Why would you do the coding for free? That would be me for a resume. I mean, would you want to put "I worked on The Day Before" on your resume? Oh yeah, what was that? It was a scam video game. Highly successful.
But unfortunately, we don't have the funding to continue the work. What work? You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. You released like one hotfix and then like tabbed out. It's important to note that we didn't take any money from the public during the development of The Day Before. I like how they have to specify this. They seem ultra concerned about money for some suspicious reason. I wonder why.
We didn't take any money.
Brain blast. It's because this was a scam. We did everything within our power, but unfortunately we miscalculated our capabilities. Creating games is an incredibly challenging endeavor. Again, all these statements
But they didn't
are
do anything.
super fucking funny with the power of hindsight. They also say they took 5 years to develop this game.
They took 5 years? Doubt. #doubt. Not true. Did not take 5 years to develop
thing
that.
about that is there is this Reddit post by
It's an
Epic
asset
Story
flip. They
1989. Shout out to
oh
him for compiling this.
probably like
that
6 months.
Catalogs all of the assets this game purchased from the Unreal
Look
Engine
at it.
store.
It's beautiful.
Look at that. Right down to the, look at this, the inventory system. They didn't make this. They just purchased an asset. This game is an asset flip. Now, what that means is developers can buy things like this to speed up development of their games. Usually with independent studios, it's more of a thing, I believe. But it helps so that they don't have to create it themselves. Now, for some parts of the game, that's totally fine to do. But to do it to this degree is just insane. The fucking city, like the city the game is set in, is a purchased asset. They didn't make that. I don't think they made anything in this game. So what they did was they bought all these assets and then they just threw it in a blender and they pushed it out there while making fake trailers
Genius.
to promote a different looking game entirely. So it's incredibly funny when the company talks about how much effort, blood, sweat, and tears they put into this, when I don't know what the fuck they actually made. If you're curious to check out this post, I will link it in the description.
Well, even if you
And
get
they also had
assets,
issues
you still
with
have
the
to
trademark
put
of the
them all
game
together,
before.
right?
Filing January 7th, 2022, status application remains suspended. So I could be wrong, but it sounds like they didn't even have the actual trademark to this game. The rabbit hole is fucking insane. Here's a post from the CEO, Edward Gotovstev, which shows 200,000 sales in just a few short days. 91,000 of those refunded. And that they have a contract with the servers for $1 million a year. So they are burning money. Well deserved. So people were obviously curious and looking for an explanation as to how this could happen. Luckily, Fantastic
They're burning money?
responded to some
Wait,
people
if
on
this is
Twitter.
a scam, then
Unbelievable that
why
you guys hyped
would
this
they
game up so
pay
much,
for the
and this is the end
servers?
result. You are an absolute disgrace to the video game industry. This was our first big experience. Shit happens. Shit happens. Are you kidding me? It's like a fucking, this is like highbrow satire parody, I think, of the most incompetent video game studio that has ever graced the planet. Imagine if CD Projekt Red, like 4 days after Cyberpunk came out, was just like, well, this was a much bigger game than we've tried to make. Shit happens. Where is the PR department? Where is the PR department, bro? Was that made up of volunteers too? Sell what? Other people's work? It's 98% assets from the UE store. You flip the numbers, you can check. This is entirely our work. So now they're just lying. Community notes, which leads to this Reddit page I showed.
Yep.
Look at this. December 7th. This is 4 days ago. After 5 years of blood, sweat, and tears, we can finally say these words. The day before
5
it's out
years.
now. They had to have known that they were going to shut the studio down and that this was going to be a complete disaster. So with the power
Why
of
would you
Captain
even
Hindsight,
release it?
seeing this shit is fucking hilarious. This is where it gets weird. December 4th, okay? We're going down the rabbit hole. To our future player who will dive into the game on December 7th. I like how player is singular, as if they expect one person to buy it. We
Yeah,
made
the
this
one
for you
guy's
so that
gonna
you
buy
will
it.
enjoy the game and it becomes a celebration. Again, very weird phrasing. Together we will continue improving the game and adding content.
Looks like there's been a change of plans.
To a person who didn't believe in us, to a person,
Yeah, one
to the
guy.
one person who was following this game. I like how they also specify, please don't accuse us of scamming. That's not true. We didn't take a penny from anybody. By the way, this game was $50.
Oh,
Early
yeah, you didn't
access.
take a penny from anyone except for everyone that bought it.
Please don't accuse us of asset flip. That's not true also. Our team worked night and day for 5 years to make our dream game a reality.
How is this their
We're
dream
incredibly
game?
happy that our game will finally see the light of day for everyone to it's so funny knowing that the game shut down a week after this was typed up and posted. To our supporter, the one
one supporter.
Thank you for protecting us from injustice and fakes. To a future streamer showing
What do
the
you
game,
mean,
we wish
injustice
you
and
many
fakes?
views and new subscribers. Shouldn't it be many view and new subscriber? We hope all the secrecy of the day before will help you make a ton of interesting content from the game. Oh, we're making content on this game. Oh yeah, we are. I feel like this was also made with AI. We look forward to sharing the best days ahead with you. Now, one of the reasons I think this game actually generated so much buzz is because of the
everything's
secrecy
fake.
behind it. It showed a relatively interesting concept, but kept most of the details behind closed doors. If it turned out the day before was like a fucking revolutionary, awesome game, this would have been a pretty cool marketing strategy that probably would have paid off. Of course, now we know the real reason is because they didn't have a fucking game to promote.
They
You know
didn't
what's
have
really
it.
funny?
They just
is this video. Oh, that's right. So this was posted 12 days ago. The day before arrives in New York. They're purchasing billboard space in Times Square.
No,
But they
they're
don't have
not,
funds to
dude.
continue developing this?
You cannot. I cannot believe they purchased billboards in New York Center. What are you doing, bruh? What is going on here, dude? New York and Times Square? No, you're
They
not.
also posted
What?
a global launch time. They should have posted a global shutdown time as well. It gets stranger though. On November 1st, we're happy to declare that we won back our name the day before in the Intellectual Property Tribunal. As I showed you, they didn't. At least I think they didn't. We dedicate this victory to all our future players. It's all for them. We didn't take a penny from people, accepted no pre-orders, and didn't harm anyone. Whoa, buddy.
Didn't harm anyone,
Take it
huh?
easy there. What if you ever heard a game studio be like, we didn't harm anybody. It's okay, we didn't hurt anybody. I didn't ask. Why are you getting so defensive? We aim to be an example to everyone, showing that the impossible is possible.
I don't think so. Got to go? Okay, bye, Ram.
It will be
Thanks for
early
sticking
access
in.
on Steam
I will
since
be
this
here
is our
for
first huge
until,
game, and there may be
you know, 8 tomorrow, so
unforeseen
you'll probably just pop back in. I assume.
Now that is A+ foreshadowing. Also, this was the first of like 5 or 6 delays the game had, which is not a good
5 or
sign.
6
especially when
delays?
you're not
That's too
showing
many
people
delays.
gameplay or something to whet their appetite.
You can
It's
delay a
also
game
kind of
like
a red
once,
flag if you're
twice
posting
maybe.
promotional material for
3
something
times
that
if
you
you
don't own the full
really
trademark
need
to.
it.
We'll
But after
fight.
that,
Power is
too
in
many.
the truth. These fucking posts, dude. Here's one from February 7th. We all live in a time of disinformation and lack of fact-checking. You don't say. Anyone can say anything for views, and everyone will believe it. Disinformation needs to be dealt with, as it can harm not only us, but also other indie and small medium studios. After the release of the day before, we'll think about how to help novice developers deal with fakes and allocate resources for this. They did help novice developers deal with fakes.
how?
By exposing themselves. But it's pretty clear, you know, how often
I
they
mean,
talk about,
of course they
you know,
did.
trademark disputes, and we didn't harm anybody, and we didn't.
Like,
we
who
didn't
didn't
take money
expect
from
this
people,
to be
we
the
didn't-
worst
we
thing
didn't,
ever?
You know, do Kickstarters.
The
we don't have
freaking
the
trailer
funds
was
to
made with
continue. All this
AI.
Talk about money and not enough
That's all you
about
need to
just
hear.
What the fucking game is going to be. Now, if you check Steam charts, you will be thrilled to know that there was an all-time peak of 30,000. 271 people are playing it now. Also, I watched an Angry Joe video, and he goes on Twitch, and at one point this game had 400,000 viewers.
Yes, father. No! No!
400,000 people, at least, wanted to know what the fuck this game was. So in conclusion, 2024 has been an
404. I
incredible
should have
year for
played it.
gaming. Overall, the amount of awesome games that have come out has made my backlog fucking massive. On the flip side, we've also gotten to see games so fucking bad that content making fun of them is also entertaining. This is one of the craziest fucking things I've ever seen in 20 plus years of being invested in video games in the game industry. I don't know if we will ever see a high profile video game launch like this go so disastrously wrong.
And
It's
bad
fucking
again.
Hilarious. So yeah, that is the scam before. This has been a nice weekly dose of tragedy that I can watch from afar and feel better about my own life because it's not as terrible as whatever the fuck this is. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did and subscribe to the day before, man, for more awesome content. All right, everyone, that's all I got for today.
Okay.
This is the Scam
That was
Man
good.
signing out.
I liked it.
Peace.
I really didn't know much about the day before going into this video, so that was actually thoroughly enjoyable. I never bought the day before. I feel like I probably should have. It seems like it would be right up my alley to play it on stream because I play awful games. I play good ones too, but like I love to play awful games. So I feel like if it was multiplayer, could have got a Bud, and we would have played it on stream and see how truly heinous the game was. Because I feel like it could have been hysterical to watch. Maybe that's why 404,000 people watched it. Okay, let's move on.